Hey man, today we're going to be continuing unboxing, unpacking the collector boosters of Outlaws of Thunder Junction. And in the last video we got a new, set symbol. I looked it up afterwards. It is part of Outlaws of Thunder Junction. I think it's called the Big Score. So yeah, it's interesting stuff because there has been like multiple symbols for like one set, but usually it's related in terms of like the symbol, I think. Like in the name, like OTJ, and then the commander's like I think it's OTC. But anyways, that's last video. And also, yeah, the simulacrum it's a card. Anyways, we're gonna open up 3 more packs. We got 3 more to go after this, so yeah, going through this. So, well, I just now noticed that the box itself, it's detailed like an actual pouch. Very, very interesting. Oh, it's a small detail. So yeah, hopefully get some cool stuff this time. We did get some cool stuff last time. So yeah, I mean, I don't really know until afterwards, until when I looked like the cards up and all that stuff. But yeah, yeah. Let's just start this. So first pack. Now the only thing I haven't seen is like one of those, I guess, before we open this up, I think it says like a raised foil, or I guess textured foil borderless breaking news card, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's like one of those the special foils for the set, like a special foil design. But anyways, first card is Vault Plunderer. Over Fallout. 2 black. When this enters the battlefield, target player draws a card and loses 1 life. Alright. Next up, we got an Oasis Gardener. Okay, interesting look for the Gardener, but for 3, when this enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life and then tap to add 1 mana of any color. Next up, we got a Geyser Drake for 2 blue. Flying, as long as it's not your turn, spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Next up is Rodeo Pyromancers for 3 red. Whenever you cast your first spell each turn, add red. Next up, we got an Emergent Haunting for 1 blue. At the beginning of your end step, if you haven't cast a spell from your hand this turn and this isn't a creature, it becomes a 3/3 spirit creature with flying in addition to its other types. And then 2 blue, Surveil 1. Alright, next up is a Stubborn Burrow Fiend. Okay, it's a Badger Beast mount for 1 green. When this becomes saddled for the first time each turn, mill 2 cards. Then this gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. And then saddle is 2. Next up is Congregation Griff. And it's 1 green white. Flying lifelink. Whenever this attacks when saddled, it gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of mounts you control. And then saddle is 3. And our land is a swamp. Alright. Time for the alternate arts. We got a Clear Shot for 2 green. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 over end of turn. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Love the artwork for that one. And then the foil is Ride Down for red-white. And then destroy target blocking creature. Creatures that were blocked by that creature this combat gain trample until end of turn. Neat. Then next up, we got another big score. This one is the Harvester of Misery. And then it's 3 black Menace. When this enters the battlefield, other creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. And then 1 black, discard this. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Okay. Neat art. And then that is from the big score, because you can see it also says like the big, because I thought it would be like OT something, because even the alternate art is like OTP. So yeah, I don't know. It just threw me off in the last video. So next up, we got Bonnie Paul Clear Cutter for 3 green blue. Reach. When this enters the battlefield, create Bow, a legendary blue ox creature token with this creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. Whenever you attack, draw a card. Then you may put a land card from your hand or graveyard onto the battlefield. Wow. So yeah, we got the token, the foil token for Bow in the previous video too. Really neat. We got the actual creature that uses the token. So next up, ooh, mythic. We got Eris, Roar of the Storm. 8 blue red. This spell costs 2 less to cast for each different mana value among instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. Then Flying Prowess. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 4/4 red dragon elemental creature token with flying and prowess. Love the artwork for this one. Next up, Imp's Mischief. For 1 black, change the target spell with a single target. You lose life equal to that spell's mana value. Alright. Next, let's say the token. We got a dinosaur token. Neat. And then a treasure token. So I did check. All the treasure tokens have the same art, which is, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of disappointing. Like I mentioned in the previous one, even like with the food tokens, I believe they had multiple art styles for it. But I mean, so far we've only seen 1 treasure token, so there might be more, or maybe I'm just unlucky with the treasure tokens. So yeah, and the last card for the pack is Outlaws Merment. Okay, for 1 red, white. So an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose 1 at random. Create a red and white creature token with those characteristics. 3/1 human warrior with trample and haste. 2/1 human cleric with lifelink and haste. And then 1/2 human rogue with haste. And when this creature enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to any target. Neat. It has to be, so I guess you roll a d6 and choose. Alright, interesting stuff. We also got another big card, so pretty cool. On to the second pack. Alright, if I can open this up. So shiny. Alright. We got Dance of the Tumbleweeds. That's very adorable. 1 green. Spree, and then +1 is search your library for a basic land card or a desk card, put it onto the battlefield, then not even tapped. Put it onto the battlefield and then shuffle. And then 3, create an XX green elemental creature token where X is the number of lands you control. I feel like that should be an uncommon, but I guess the power creep, right? Consuming Ashes for 2 black, exile target creature. If it had mana value 3 or less, surveil 2. Next up, we got a Mystical Tether for 2 white. You may cast this as though it had flash if you pay 2 more to cast it. When this enters the battlefield, exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls until this leaves the battlefield. Alright, we got a Festering Gulch. Enters battlefield tapped. When it enters battlefield, it deals 1 damage to target opponent, and then tap to add black or green. Uncommon time, we got a Rustler Rampage for a white. Spree 1. Untap all creature target player controls. And then another +1 is target creature gains double strike until end of turn. Alright, we got a Nurturing Pixie for a white. Flying. When this enters the battlefield, return up to 1 target non-fairy, non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. If a permanent was returned this way, put a +1/+1 counter on this. Okay. I got a Blood Hustler. Nice name. For a 1 black. Whenever you commit a crime, put a +1/+1 counter on this. And it only triggers once each turn. And then 3 black, target opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. Alright. Land is the forest. Now, where is the forest symbol? Can I see the forest? Is it supposed to be like this? The white space, maybe? Because like with the other ones, you can tell, like with the swamp, you can see like the skull. Oh, I see it. It is the white space. I didn't even notice. Look at the thorns. So we got the tree here, and then the green stuff as the white space. Oh, that's really clever. That's really clever. I almost missed it. That's cool. That's so cool. Now we got a Tornado for 2 green. Destroy target creature with flying, and then cycling is 1 green. And then the foil is Essence Capture for blue. Counter target creature spell. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature you control. Alright. And we get the Key to the Vault for 1 blue. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, look at that many cards. Oh, for the damage. From the top of your library. You may exile a non-land card from among them. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. You may cast the exile card without paying its mana cost. And equip is 2 blue. Interesting. That seems nice. Next up, we got High Noon for like Overwatch. Anyways, do people still play Overwatch? I'm sure people still do, but not as popular as it once was, I think. So we got 1 white. Each player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn. And then 4 red. Sacrifice this. It deals 5 damage to any target. All right. Next up, we got Dead for Sunrise for 3 red. Until end of turn, outlaw creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain tap. This creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature. Oh, nice. And next up is Unlicensed Hearse for 2. Tap, exile up to 2 target cards from a single graveyard. And then Unlicensed Hearse power and toughness are equal to the number of cards exiled with it. And then crew is 2. Alright, let's see the token. We got an elemental. I guess and this one is a boar-like, but it's still just an elemental. And oh, we didn't get a treasure token this time. Okay. So it's not always guaranteed to get a treasure. Okay, that's cool. We got a mercenary token. Neat. Very neat. That's a change of pace. And then the last card for the pack is Calamity Galloping Inferno for 4 red. Haste. When this attacks while saddled, choose a non-legendary creature that's saddled at this turn and create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of it. Sacrifice the token at the beginning of the next end step. Repeat this process once. Oh, neat. And then saddle is just 1. Okay. That's cool. Alright. We got 1 more pack left. Let's end strong. Although I feel like the strong stuff was in the previous video, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We will definitely see. First card. We got Desert's Dew for 1 black. The target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. You can set additional -1/-1 until end of turn for each desert you control. Alright, we got a Highway Robbery for 1 red. You may discard a card or sacrifice a land. If you do, draw 2 cards. Plot is 1 red. Okay. Next up is a Lush Oasis. Enters battlefield tapped. It deals 1 damage to target opponent, but it adds green or blue. Next up, we got Outlaws Fury for 2 red. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. If you control an outlaw, exile the top card of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. Okay. Next up is Uncommon Scorching Shot for red. Scorching Shot deals 5 damage to target creature. Nice. Next up is Plan the Heist for 2 blue. Surveil 3 if you have no cards in hand. Then draw 3 cards. And then plot is 3 blue. Next up is Make Your Own Luck for 3 green. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may exile a non-land card from among them. If you do, it becomes plotted. Put the rest into your hand. Okay. Land is a Plains. Alright, alternate art. We got Ride Down for red-white. Destroy target blocking creatures that were blocked by that creature. This combat gain. I think we already got this before, right? Yeah, we got the foil version earlier. I was like, this seems familiar. But the foil one, we got Fierce Retribution, which is 1 white. Cleave is, I can't see that because of the glare, 5 white. Okay. So, destroy target attacking creature, but then if you do the cleave, you remove the words in square brackets. So it's just destroy target creature. Okay. Interesting. Next up, we got Colossal Rattleworm for 2 green. This has flash as long as you control a desert. It has trample and 1 green. Exile this from your graveyard. Search your library for a desert card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. Okay. Next up, a mythic. We got Yurid, Mirror of the Wilds, I think. So it's red, green, white. Haste. Non-token creatures you control have tap. Create a token that's a copy of target token you control that entered the battlefield this turn. Interesting. Very interesting. Next up is Angel of Indemnity. I think I pronounced that right, for 5 white. Flying Lifelink. When this enters the battlefield, return target permanent card with mana value 4 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And Encore is 6 white. So it feels like how much did it cost to play the Titans back when, like Primeval Titan, the Sun Titan. I think it was called the Sun Titan for white. This feels like that, but this one also has flying and lifelink. So I think the Titans were 4 or were they 6? Either way. So yeah, this reminds me of that, so, but a little bit better. Yeah. Well, like I said, I don't remember if it was 6. If the Titans were 6, then this is definitely better. But yeah. Anyways, let's keep on going. We got 2 cards left and a token. So a mythic. We got Mana Drain. Nice for blue. Counter target spell at the beginning of your next main phase at an amount of that mana equal to that spell's mana value. I guess colorless. So nice. We got a Mana Drain. Alternate art too. So let's see the token. Oh, we got another bow. So we got 2 bows. And we also got the creature in this pile that creates the bow. And we got a mercenary token. Nice. So I guess it's either a treasure token or a mercenary token that you're gonna get as the double side for that token. So interesting. But the last card for this video is another okay, 2 Gyarads. Interesting. So the first one is a borderless, and then the second one is a borderless foil. that is odd. Like I wouldn't expect to get 2 of the same. I guess they're not technically the same since one's foil and one's not, but of the same mythic nonetheless. So yeah. Anyways, I guess we ended out strong since we got 2 mythics, and 2 mythics of the same card in a pack, and then Mana Drain. That's pretty cool. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this. We got 3 more to go. So until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.